Welcome. Breathe with me. How many times in a day do you do this? And make sure that you are breathing deep in the belly. How often? This is a habit that you can instill in your human body that has tremendous benefits in your day. If you just remember to and let go. Take life in and let her go. Whatever it is that you need to let go of, there's always something. You might not always be aware of it, but there are always deeper levels of relaxation. We have a yellow, talkative, with brown wings bird right in front of us here. Very talkative. And this is Gaia. Gaia speaks through everything that's happening. Also humans. But humans have adapted to other ways of thinking that interferes with this natural flow. And so people are trying to figure out how to manifest, and sometimes manage and sometimes not. It is because of this, the human mind. And the only remedy for a distorted human mind is to correct the mind. And that maybe there are some things that you need to do that you wouldn't think was that important. Like, because how many times haven't you heard that things like this is healthy? But when are you going to actually inject the actual routines that builds your light body? Your light body is your energy body. But for that, light has been very misunderstood. It's almost like, yes, love and light. Yeah, enough with that fluffy love and light stuff. You haven't understood light if you do that. When you anchor light, it's fucking power. Full on through the body. It's not anger. It's not rage. Because anger and rage stem from this energy, this power. But they're off, right? They're not fully in alignment. That energy can also be harnessed inside of the human body. It is very powerful because that's when you're connected to more than just your field, just your sort of localized field. That's when your field is connected to the greater field of the collective consciousness and even the global consciousness and further beyond. But there is a very specific alignment that's needed for that. And it's so under people's noses. It's so hidden. for most people. We find it quite, now that we see it, and we even say it to people, what they should do. But if they just hear another opinion, they're not going to change. Why should they? You know? It's so interesting. It's like, but people are not even connected to this. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. We thought everyone was connected like this. We weren't either. We were, to some extent, but we didn't fully comprehend how much we were connected compared to others. We didn't really get what was going on because we were still asleep in the mind. And that's the thing. The mind can still be asleep. That it's sort of like it's not online yet. It hasn't realized itself online, here. Knowing that everything that we are injecting in this body has an effect. Realizing that there is a lot more that you are capable of to manifest through your human body. Much grander things. But of course, for that, we can't just be localized human beings. We have to actually expand out to more people. And that means that we need to come together in truth. That's the only way that humanity can come together. Otherwise, it's going to be some kind of twisted form of the dualistic perspective. It's the only way. And once we learn this way, this harmony between the intellect and the body, that's when we actually can communicate with one another in truth. Because before that, it's just like ideas. And that's what we're just tired of talking from that perspective, that knower perspective. We care much more about soul growth, like there is a purpose behind that, there is a move, there is something. We like that. And we know that our balance also is to take it easy a little bit more after after having dealt with laziness. So it's not about being lazy, but it's like it's okay to enjoy this environment, So it's like it's always a very honest reflection of where you're truly at. After we have connected with this soul mission that we're continuously working on, we have been very sort of closed down with our energy and just by ourselves. And that has been a wonderful thing because it gets us to focus and gets us to, clarify our space enough that we are just doing what we're doing. And when you are in birthing mode of something that can change history, there's going to be interferences, which at the end of the day is just growth, because it's just highlighting things in yourself that you can alchemize more. But it's not a logical thing, you actually have to get to feel the body sting and get to a place of peace with whatever situation that you have had in the past. And sometimes, depending on how well you are at practicing, focusing every single day on what you are here to focus on, so that your focus is not being sort of like hijacked here and there and everywhere, right? That's really important, because that is the habit of strengthening the focus back onto what it is that is the task at hand. Because there is always something in every given day that can be done to move your body into further relaxation, or move the whatever you're doing in your projects, you know. But don't think that your projects are more important than the relaxation part. That's the thing that we have struggled a little bit with. Too much focus on the soul mission, that's sort of like more important. But we have learned so steadily, repeatedly, and this is not a logical thing. You can't. It's not. It's like you have to read the body and see the truth of it. And then you can read that the body is like, yeah, going through that. And that's okay, you know? And that's honest. But that doesn't mean that you disregard higher intelligence. You know, it's just like right now, this is where I'm at, and I need something different right now. Cool. That's cool. That's you with you, right? And this is something that another person can be for you. But the best is to do it inside of you. That is what we are guiding everyone to do. Because it is where you start to comprehend what this life is about. Because unless you have harmonized it within yourself, you are talking to a mirror, which can be helpful, but at the end of the day, it's about gaining more energy through the self. And that is what you do by focusing on the self, focusing on what it is that is the next step forward, and enjoy the process. Maybe the body feels like something, right? Sometimes the body feels like having an experience, and that's important to listen to, because at the end of the day, it is Gaia and the feelings that and the nudges of where it is that you are being pulled in every given moment is what determines. That's the map, right? If you have calibrated well enough, which is take some planning from an aware knower, right? This is how it is we're training all the time to basically reprogram ourselves so that we are continuously healing and rebuilding and replenishing the field. It is about energy. It is about maintaining energy. It's about cleaning energy. It's all about maneuvering your body in the best possible way. We're so grateful to be in nature again. Seriously. It's so nice to channel like this in nature. It's really wonderful. Yeah, we can feel that our body can use some relaxation. And that's what we're getting here. But there is also some maneuvering on practicalities, you know. There's always things, right? And that's every single day. And that is Gaia and the cycles. And when people learn to work with the cycles, it's a very nice way of living, because it is a very natural way that people just flow with each other and out of each other when they, you know, like, it's beautiful when everyone is doing their thing and being in their own flow. That's when it works the best. So if you wish to shift with us, highly recommend that you sign up for a 28-day consciousness shift. And also we have these group sessions, the Heya Live, that we're doing weekly. So that's coming up, and just sign up to our WhatsApp group, and then you will be receiving a registration link and you can sign up there. This is where we tone, we breathe, and we shift through a lot of energies, so that, and also if you have specific things, we work through that, and then we connect with higher intelligence to clear away things so that we can receive the next upgrade. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for commenting. Let us know where you are in the world. It would be nice to know where people are actually watching from. That would be wonderful if you could do that. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.